different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start on the ground with Geis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Geis with a carry on second down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
40-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now an option play on 2nd down. Room to run past midfield. And some room to maneuver. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
He's going to try and take off with it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Geis. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 50, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st down, Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
first and 10.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you have to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
A gain of 59 yards.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tony Brown there on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
This is Geis. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? 18 gator.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. We talk about being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Well, the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on third down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K'Lavon Chason coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson just beating the play clock. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 89 yards, and the Texans have taken the lead.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He got 29 yards that time.
1st down, Jaguars.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st down, this is Geis. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. This is caught inside the 15. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with Geis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start with the option. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Working with a 2nd and 3. The final shot before the break. Watson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Play action, it's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st down.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now Minshew. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Here we go. Watch twins. Watch twins. Shoot, shoot, shoot. He's crashing. Alert.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, alert. Hey, 59. 47 right. Mike, 47.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's at the 30. 10, touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Texans 14, Jaguars 6. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. LaVisca Chenault, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 41 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one. Really could have turned this thing upside down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Minshew. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Kill, kill, kill.
From the 24, Watson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Check the backer, check the backer. Kill, 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 kill. Check three, check three, check three. Get it first down, he's coming.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch the eye.
Here's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. K'Lavon Chason able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Randy, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Jaguars.
They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
45.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Check, lucky. Check, nickel.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Nick Chubb.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind.